Hi, I'm Devante Laurence. I'm a cyclist. I'm 16 years old. I attend Queenswell College and I live in Maracas St Joseph. When I attended primary school, which was Bishop Anstey Junior School, they used to have a lot of duathlon competitions. I used to participate because I enjoyed doing duathlon, but I was only really proficient in the cycling aspect of it. I used to always come last or low in the running aspect. But knowing that, I realized that I actually had some sort of talent in the cycling aspect, and I started taking place in the relays where I would only do the cycling and I would usually do really well for my school, which kind of got me more interested. So I did a little more research. My father was able to help me get into a club, which was specifically track cycling and sprint in track cycling, which is what I was better at. I think it's 4 generations of us going QRC. I think my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather on my mother's side, my uncle, I think my great uncle as well. So it's like it's a bit of a tradition, me going QRC. Because QRC is a very sports-centered school as well as academics. I have a lot of respect for being a successful sports person going to school. There's it's a very family-centered, family kind of atmosphere. Everyone's pretty good with each other. There's not much conflict in the school. The teachers interact with us really well. A lot of the people that attend QRC are also involved in sports, so I have that in common with a lot of them. I have one sister. She is 14 years old and she goes to Bishop Anstey High School. She's a gymnast as well. One of the things I like is that we have great facilities in Trinidad for cycling. Specifically, the one down here in Couva is really nice. Some of my milestones would be when I was in Tiny Mites, which is a younger age category, specifically under 15. For my national championships, I was able to win 4 gold medals, which would be the sprint gold, the Karen gold, the individual pursuit, and the individual time trial gold medal. As well as more recently, I was able to qualify for the Junior Pan American Games, which was originally supposed to be in Mexico, but it was postponed indefinitely, and hopefully I will be able to compete in it soon. As well as I came very close to qualifying for the World Junior Championships, which is supposed to be in Egypt, which is postponed to the later down this year. I am really hoping that I'll be able to compete in it. I think I'm ready, because I'm confident that next year I'll be able to qualify for it based on the work that I'm doing, and I want the experience to be able to really compete or really contend next year. As far as my success goes, I think there are a lot of factors that have to do with it. I think I'm willing to put in a lot of hard work, so I feel like my hard work has paid off a lot, as well as different people helping me, as in my coach Fitzroy Daniel. He put in a lot of work for me. He always believed that I was able to reach to a high level in cycling. The EDPU gym, which headed by Antonia Burton, has greatly improved the strength that I was able to have to compete. As well as my grandparents were able to give a big sponsorship towards my equipment, because cycling equipment is extremely expensive, and I was able to get other sponsorships from other people. Can't name all, but it really impacted where I am today. So I've been doing cycling for about 4 or 5 years now. I started in Form 1 in school, and yeah, about 4 or 5 years. I think the biggest lesson that I've learned competing or training as a cyclist is that once I put in the necessary amount of work, it will reap the rewards of the work that I've put in. For the future, I think I'm capable of really doing well on an international stage in cycling. I think maybe Olympics or World Championships is a possibility once I am willing to put in the work. Trinidad has recently been putting out a lot of exceptional cyclists. So I can name a few. One is Nicholas Paul. Nicholas Paul is exceptional. He currently holds the world record in cycling, which is 9.1. I look up to him a lot. He's personally also given me some words of encouragement and inspiration over social media. Quasi Brown is another one. He is local as well. He also actually trains for the same club as me, which is Arima Wheelers. I look up to him a lot. Justin Phillip, with his 4th place in the Olympics in 2012, inspired me a lot as well. I think I remember watching him when I was younger, before I actually started cycling. I think that could have been one of the reasons that I have the interest that I have now. And also in terms of very local, like current or on my age, I think Ryan Dabber is another one that I look up to a lot, because he's in the same age group as me, and I train with him a lot, so we're friends, and I am really impressed with his skill in the sport. I think as I'm a QRC student, I know some of the older guys like Roger Gibbon is very good. He inspired me a lot as well, knowing that he also came from the exact same school that I did. That means a lot to me as well. As far as challenges go, cycling is an extremely hard sport to work through. It takes a lot of work, a lot of hours, especially like Sunday mornings. A lot of times I'd have to wake up like very early, like 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, to go out and do road work, which is intense. It's one of the harder aspects of it. I think recently during COVID, there was a period where I had to do a lot of hill repeats, which is not the most fun training to do, but it is one of the strongest aspects of cycling in terms of improvement. I think that is a big challenge, as well as cycling being a very expensive sport, making it hard to get equipment a lot of the time. I'm grateful for all the people that supported me in becoming what I am today in terms of a cyclist and as a person. I'm very grateful for my coach, again Fitzroy Daniel. He was a big factor. I'm grateful for my parents, my grandparents as well. They supported a lot. I'm also grateful for some of my teachers that helped me in terms of my schoolwork, because I had to juggle cycling and school, which is hard, but a lot of them understood and were able to help me towards that. I like to see Trinidad and Tobago do well in sport. That's one thing that I like. I think that Trinidad and Tobago has a good chance in terms of cycling in the future, especially with like Nicholas Paul and Quasi Brown, because they're currently training in a UCI camp. They will be competing at the Olympics this year. As far as I enjoy the flexibility of being able to train more often, so hopefully as soon as when the COVID period is done, I will be able to train more often, or like at different facilities, and be able to go back out to the gym. Thanks everyone for viewing my interview. If you have more interest in cycling, you can check out Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation and Arima Wheelers' page on Facebook. Bye.